Okay, we're going to take a look at going from imperial units into metric units. So remember the SI is metric, and SI stands for System International because it's used internationally throughout the world. But in order to do that, we have to know some basic comparisons. And nothing is actually concise with these, so it's always an approximation. That's why I've got the word about here. So how many centimeters are there in an inch? So if you get one of our tape measures and you take a look at it, well, 1 inch is approximately or about 2.5 centimeters. Now our book, it says that 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. And that's what we'll use when we're doing our actual math. But if you look on an actual tape measure, it's 2.5 centimeters. Then, okay, well, how many centimeters are there in a foot? Well, you can do it a couple ways, but if you look again on the ruler, 1 foot is about, I'm looking at it right now, it's about 30.5 centimeters, about half a centimeter. Book, your work text there, it says that 1 foot is 0.31 meters. So they've rounded off to the nearest centimeter, which is, that's fine, and that'll work. Then I want to know how many centimeters there are in a yard. Well, you could take that amount that I've given you here and you could multiply it by 3. But, I know in a yard is 3 feet. So 3 feet is about, and the book gives a pretty good description. So it's about 91 centimeters or 0.91 meters. So a yard isn't quite as big as a meter. A meter's just a little bit longer. Okay, so what we want to do is, let's give our examples here. So 1 inch, and that's what we're going to use. We're going to use the information from our textbook, is 2.54 centimeters. 1 foot is 0.31 meters or 31 centimeters. A yard is 0.91 meters or 91 centimeters. And a mile is 1.61 kilometers. Okay, so if we use that information, I'm basically going from imperial to metric, we're going to have to multiply. So let's do an example here. So goal is 24 feet wide. How wide is it in meters? Well, if I go from feet to meters, which is going to be this one right here, so I'm going to take 24 feet, and I'm going to times that by 0.31. So if we do the math, 24 times 0.31, 7.44. So that is 7.44 meters. Let's take a look at number 2. Let's convert 436 miles to kilometers. Well, 436 miles, we're going to times that by 1.61, which is our unit up top here. So I take 436 times it by 1.61. I get 701.96. Which makes sense because a mile is longer than a kilometer. And then I've got number 3 here. Okay, how many meters are in 22 yards? Again, I'm going to take the 22 yards, and this time we're using that part right there. So I'm going to multiply by 0.91. So 0.91 times 22 yards is 20.02. There we go. That easy. So all you got to remember to do is basically multiply. Okay? Now, if you're 5 feet 8 inches tall, how tall are you in centimeters? Well, what I would do is, I want to know inches and centimeters is right here. So I'm going to convert this to inches. So 5 feet is 12. There's 12 inches in 1 foot. So times 5. So that's 60 inches. Plus the 8 inches. So a person that's 5 feet 8 inches is going to be 68 inches tall. So I'm going to take that 68 inches and using our metric here, I'm going to multiply that by 2.54. So 68 times 2.54 is 172.72. 72. 72.7. So just one decimal place is good enough. Alright. So what you do is try out page 56, 57, and let's do numbers 1 to 10. Okay, remember, ask if you need some help.